Other news tonight, an El Reno man says he is having a hard time sleeping and working after witnessing a man get gunned down last week. The witness was just a few feet away as police say Zachary Huber fired multiple shots at Reddy's Quick Stop. The witness sat down with our Sylvia Corkill, telling Sylvia exactly what he saw and heard.
Amanda Ruben Morales tells me he was seconds away from pulling out of the gas station when something caught his attention. Seen behind the wheel of this white Tahoe, Ruben Morales was backing out of his parking space.
I heard a loud pop. I mean, it wasn't too loud, but it sounded like a tire busting.
Stopping immediately, Morales says in the seconds that followed, he'd locked eyes with a startled 37-year-old Ryan Johnson.
And I looked over, and the victim kind of like looked at me like I thought something flew off my tire and broke his window because I had noticed his window was shattered.
But before he could react,
and then I hear another pop, 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 maybe like 2 or 3.
Morales says that's when he realized someone was shooting.
I look in my driver mirror and I see the shooter walking towards with his hand out, with the gun aiming in that gentleman's direction.
He says instinctively he drove away from the gunfire.
A lot of people were saying that I should have backed up and ran him over whenever he was shooting behind my vehicle. It's easy to say what you would do in hindsight.
And while Morales says he did initially leave, minutes later he circled back only to find there was nothing left for him to do.
He was laying in front of his vehicle and it was motionless. It's just one of those things like where you kind of beat yourself up about all the possibilities and all the what ifs.
Now, since that shooting, Ruben says he's become hyper aware of his surroundings, even when going about his day-to-day routine. As for Zachary Huber, he remains in jail awaiting formal charges. In the newsroom, Sylvia Corkill, News 9.